conference room, and we looked at each other, and I remember when it was my turn to speak, and I said, oh my goodness, I after 500 years plus, I'm looking at everyone, and I can see one looking like somebody I know, that one looks like somebody else in Costa Rica, and everybody started crying. We all started crying. It was amazing. And what is happening here today doesn't seem to be an amazing thing, and hopefully we can continue to strengthen our ties with people, with our people, all over the universe. And as I said at the parliamentary offices and building, I'm asking us all that we should be the one dictating our own narrative. And I'm going to say this shortly in Spanish. Nosotros debemos de dictar nuestra narrativa y no permitir que otra gente fuera de nuestra etnia dicte quiénes somos y qué hemos sufrido a lo largo de esta larga historia nuestra de sufrimiento. Ya no queremos sufrir más. Queremos ponernos a trabajar. Let everybody know how strong we are. We're very resilient people. We're very strong. In spite of all that they have done to us, here we are. Here we are. And not let them dictate who we are, whether we are Negroes or polyethnic and everything. We are African people. That's one thing that John Henry Clark said when he arrived, and I picked him up at the airport. Suddenly he said, we need to let the world know. He said, Germans are German Americans. Portuguese are Portuguese American. They have their roots. The Spaniards have their roots. And we are, they call us Negroes, they call us blacks. We are African first. Yes. And we need to let people know that we are African first and not anything else. Not Negroes, not Morenos, not anything. Nuestras raíces son africanas. Our roots are deep African. And I want to make sure that we all say proudly when we talk about ourselves, that we talk about ourselves as being African people and be proud of it, because we have earned that strength. We have earned it. Our people, we're standing on the ground that our grandparents and great-grandparents did in Costa Rica and in the world. We should not let go and hold on tight and dictate again our own narrative, not let anyone else dictate who we are. And I see that in Costa Rica, where they're dictating who we are. And we don't want that anymore. And for that, I close.
Before you say something, when you spoke, something came to my mind, and I want to leave it with this. The first science has proven that the first human being that walked this earth is an African.
Amen. Yes.
Science, go and Google and read. So no matter what you read anywhere else, the first human being that stepped foot on the earth is an African. Yeah. Quote me in science, scientifically proven. Thank you.
It's proven by Anta Diop.
Okay,
By Dr. Anta Diop.
So let's be proud of it.
Yeah, I saw that the Matilde was possessed by the Holy Ghost.
Yes.
And you seeing visions and the Holy Ghost came into you.
Absolutely.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Ya, quiero escuchar.
¿Cómo?
Si quiere que saque
I want
la
to
precisa que
quiero escuchar.
Me parece bien.
My friend.
Me parece muy bien. Tenemos que visibilizar la diputada.
We have, I greet the members of parliament, the congresswomen. I salute all of you for your great accomplishment and achievements. We come from the motherland. We were sent here by the Igbo World Assembly, Council of Igbo States, and the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. The university, the biggest university in Nigeria, they have a program where they're looking for you, all the people that were taken out in slavery. They are researching, trying to connect with all of you from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. So they are part of what we do, and eventually you will see them. I I'm the deputy king in my village where I came from, and the traditional prime minister, not political but cultural prime minister. So I represent the Igbo nation. Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. 70 million of Igbo people. If you do your DNA, majority of the people that came to Caribbean, Central America, Brazil are Igbo people. So I'm here. We're looking for you. And we want to reconnect so we can work together. We say, the right hand washes the left hand and the left hand washes the right hand. And you come 1 million more. When we do things together, it becomes more powerful.
Right.
Are you with me?
Yes.
So that's what we're here for. We came to connect with our brothers and sisters that were separated from tragedies of slavery and all of that. But now we need to come together. We have a lot to offer in Africa. We still want the richest planet in terms of resources and minerals and oil, gold, diamond. We have it more than anybody else. We have a lot, but we have the biggest continent. So wherever you are, we're not telling you to move from where you are, but we need to work together.
Absolutely.
That's why I was brought here. I'm sent here to come and see you. They want you to come and visit them. We are visiting St. Vincent in March, and now St. Vincent people send their mother, Queen Mother. We made a chief, woman chief, Queen Mother. We gave her a title, and she's so happy. So same thing. You will need to then come back, see where your forefathers came from. Your foremothers came from. You'll be happy. Like I told you, we are royals. We are regals. Black people are not meant to be servants or slaves to anybody. We are kings. And that's how we are. That's what you need to know. That's probably what they're hiding away from you. They're probably making you think that you're just here to serve. No, we are king. I'm the deputy king. And we are 70 million of us. We are all over the world. Anywhere you go in the world, you will see Igbo man or Igbo woman. Any country, Russia, China, India, everywhere. We're everywhere. Latin America, I'm sure. In Costa Rica, you have it. My people will be here. If you go to anywhere and don't see Igbo people, you need to run away. It means there's no life. We are merchants. We're entrepreneurs. We are one of the best business people in the world. We're scientists. We're good in biology, chemistry, physics. We're not afraid of book. The book is afraid of us. So we come to America, we conquer America. Our people have more masters and PhDs than the average American. And that's facts, you can go and verify. We are not afraid of book. The book is scared of us, not we. So that's what we have. We want you to know who you are. Because they might be trying to make you think you are nothing. You don't have any history. That's a lie. We have very rich history, very rich culture. I don't know if you watch our movies. You watch Nollywood movies?
Yeah, we see Hollywood.
You don't watch Nollywood movies? Our music, all this Latin music is African music. All this boom, 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 drum, that's Spanish.
Yes.
Caribbeans, Latin, that's our music. That's your heritage. We're very rich in movies, we're very rich in music, we're very good in education. We're everywhere. You need to come back home to know where you're from. You know, the leadership that you have, we'll be happy to give you chieftaincy titles, man or woman, as chief, somebody representing your people. So we're open to that. Yeah, I'm giving you an open-ended invitation. You can come anytime you want, just let me know. We'll receive you. Well, you just have to buy your ticket, but when you come, we'll take care of your local transport, food, accommodation. My palace, I have 22 bedrooms. We have a lot of vehicles. We have a lot of things you need to see. You need to see how we live, how we farm. The weather here, and West Africa is the same. Rain, humidity, the same kind of weather. So, come and see your people. That's what we're here for. I came here just to come and see you, to reconnect, so we can work together. You will need to get your numbers, so it can be a continuous relationship. We do things in America Festival, the Africanas, African from all over the world. She's the president, and you will see we have people from St. Vincent, Jamaica, Cuba, they have all kinds of dances, drumming, dancing, women shaking their behind booty. We're the best at that, shaking your hand, shaking your booty. That's African culture. I see Brazilian dance like us, they shake their booty. That's African culture. So that's the main message I want to give you. We came here to meet you. Our people send us, they want us to find you, to find out where you are, how you do it, what's going on with you. I'm happy that you people are in the parliament, you are Congress people. What I've heard is the relationship between Afrikaners and the Latinos are good. That's what I've heard. I haven't heard anything. So we want that to continue. We don't want any fighting in between Afrikaners and Latinos or Espanol. But we want good relationship. That's what we want. That's what we desire. Gracias, de nada, you stay. Mucho con gusto.
Well, I normally speak Spanish, that is my main language. So I think I will need your help to traduce.
He understands Spanish
Yeah.
pretty well.
Yes, okay.
But
So-
English is better.
I know
Because
English is
about
better,
70
but-
million people are watching.
Your best English is great. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
About 70 million people will watch it.
Yes.
And
Okay,
they
so,
speak English.
First of all, thank you to be here with us. At least for this deputy, it's very important to know that I have other people around, just like me, trying to fight for African descent, culture. And the most important for me is for our people to educate themselves. We need a good quality education for our African descent, that they can build confidence in what they are and what they can do for themselves. We always depend on other to do for we. But I think we need to stop that, because when we depend on other people, they starve us. So we need to build our own business, and our people need to learn how to build their own business. They can't just depend on the states, the government, to give them rice, beans. They need to know how to get the rice and beans to give others, not depending on the government to do it for them. So this parliament, the first thing I need with this parliament is for them to, the African descent in Costa Rica, to join together. We don't need to fight between each other, we need to join together. And for that, we need somebody that can work with us, teach us how to join together. African family always join together. They separate us and we lost that. So we need someone that can come into the parliament. And I don't know if it's teatro. Obra de teatro?
Theater.
Yes, to build confidence between the group. To know that if you have problem, it's my problem also. If you're hungry, I will hungry. But if you have money, it should share between all of us. We need to stop to be selfish. Because some of them without income and they are selfish. Or they receive income and they only think on themselves and to spend it right away without investment. So we need to learn to invest, to build our community, African descent community in Costa Rica. So I think it's a very good support for us to build that confidence in the parliament. I think the parliament is a very good spot. We invite all the organizations in Costa Rica, come and join the parliament. We need to talk. We need to come out with agreements, but not one organization agreement, all of us agreement. We need to set a goal and not one organization goal, all of us goal. We need to get good education, where we're going to get it from, and how we're going to support it, because when we go to the town and we see our people eyes, they don't know what to do. They're passing hungry and they need to study, and they don't have how to pay for those studies. So what I would appreciate a lot, if you help us with education, good quality education, and teach how to run business, because not all of us is going to be university, graduate university, but someone is going to run business. So we need to learn to run business and educate ourselves.
Sí, muy buena.
Well, that is the effort we put in the parliament to try to create independence in our group. Because if you are not independent, then they shuffle you around, push you around, and you don't know where you're going to. So that's what we're trying to do, really, lay the ground so our people them can emerge from where they is in the hiding spots, show up and start doing what they're supposed to do. But we need to hold them from them hand and really cherish them, because by themselves they're not gonna get it completely, because so much years in slavery, these people mentality really is, so we need to really uplift them, and that's what we're trying to do, right?
Yeah, it's good. And when I invited people to come, if you come, I can take you to see our businesses, our market. You see how we do it. We are better in business than anybody else. We can compete with Japanese, Chinese, English, England. We know business. When we come to place, within 3 months we've taken over. We're taking over the business. That's what we do. We know we're not afraid of competition from anybody. When we come, we take over the business. We run the business. We come with nothing. With 3 months, we might come selling bottle. Within 3 months, we own the gas station, the hotel. We own everything. We own the market. That's why I'm telling you to come, so you can see with your eyes. You see your background. We have our own weekdays. Our culture is business. Our culture is business. We're entrepreneurs. We own hotels, we own airlines, we own shopping centers, we own transportation. That's what we know. We are the best businessmen that you can know. Well, I told you already, we're not afraid of chemistry, biology, physics, like Dr. McKinsey knows. You know, he's good in science, just like me. But the main thing we know is how to get business. We don't believe in depending on government to give us jobs. We create our own job. We don't need. We operate without the government. Whatever the government gives, people will need to take it. But we create our own businesses. So we are. If you read, we are one of the richest ethnic tribes in Africa.
No, the richest.
The richest.
The richest, and an individual owns the single auto manufacturer in the whole of Africa. It's from my area. It's an Igbo guy.
So
One person.
those are the strengths. If you have chance to come, you will see it. You will see how do we learn the business. We have a way that we learn the business. When you start the business, you take 1 or 2 or 3 people. They serve you. They serve you. It's like interns. They're like interns. They work with you. You pay them little money for training for 5 years, 6 years. But after they finish the training, they finish the residency, then you set them up in their own shop.
Harvard is studying it. Harvard University is studying that apprenticeship stuff right now.
It's called apprenticeship, like residence internship.
Yeah.
That's our culture. So we take people. It's not like you don't say just go to business.
Right.
We take young people and they work with you. They serve you. But when after 6 years, then you set them up in business.
Sure.
You buy them, you give them money to start everything, and you set them up. You give them money. So it's not like it's,
El asunto sería el costo, por ejemplo. El costo para mandar, para sostener un,
Skill acquisition guy.
para mandar a alguien a hacer un internado, ¿verdad? The cost, como para programar, ¿cómo podemos mandar gente?
What the deputy is saying is that she would need to know what is the cost involved to send someone over there to be an entrepreneur.
you mean to say
To come
somebody
along?
where?
Yeah.
To the
So
university.
our place.
It's not very strong enough stuff.
Yo creo que eso es importante.
Okay,
Some cars have to be involved, so.
Sí, como para proyectar.
Okay. When she's ready, no, we are all getting connected. When she's ready,
in Costa Rica.
I will get you involved. Okay? Like I told you, I came here 2000 ready business, and I think I was telling you, sir, when I was there, I mean, in the area I was, there were only one or two African American, that's African Puerto Ricans there. Costa Ricans, I'm sorry. They were so proud because when I worked in there, it's something they don't normally see. You know that? So they were really shocked 2 times. So as people are really born to be business people. Like you said, anywhere you go in the world, you don't see an Igbo person, that place is dry, run away. I'm not kidding. This is true.
Yes.
Go ahead, you can speak. Go ahead. It's an American. You can talk.
You mentioned that the educational aspirations of people here are not that great. So those are all kind of things that people abroad can do, programs during the summer. There are many people who are educated and can do those summer programs. She's an educator, so 2 weeks out of the year, a month out of the year, people can come through and give you that, help that you might need. She is going to coordinate, even in Nigeria, we have schools that need funding or books. So she's our liaison for people to get books. So all those little things which may not be seemingly a big thing are big things for schools. If you don't have the trained staff sometimes that want to come into the area that you live in, that happens even in the U.S. So, but there are an abundance of people who can take up that kind of slack.
Yeah, in addition to what they have said, you are asking how much it's going to cost. It's not easy to cost anything, but another way to get it done, because there are so many categories of how to teach skills acquisition. The chairman already said, like somebody who is already vested in a business, you pick up our youngsters and then you teach them. They can live with you without you paying them anything. They come to the store, you open up a store because you have a store already. Maybe you major in electronics or another kind of a commercial thing that you're selling, and then you take them up and they live with you and they learn the trade in your house, and then they stay like 5 or 6 years, like he rightly said, and when they finish, there's kind of a settlement. You let them start up theirs. There's gonna be the mutual, usually it's a mutual agreement. They don't sign any paper, but there has to be trust issue, So that's one. Another aspect of in December, we hosted a skill acquisition youngsters. Remember the guy that was supposed to come to CISA event? And then what he did was he gathered youngsters that has like a little basic understanding in education, who doesn't have money to go further to get white collar job. We call the other one blue collar job, like vocational training. So he has like a sewing institute, he has barber shop, he has other stuff. So people that open there, he bring youths and he gets people to sponsor the youths to learn those trade in different areas. Like now I'm sponsoring somebody I knew already, but they have like age limit 18 to 35 years. That person will come over and learn for 3 months a trade, and then they'll take it with them and they help them to start up their business, and another person will come again and learn from that person. So like that you have turnover. So I'm sponsoring a friend of mine. She's more than 30-something years, but I don't want to be giving her money all the time. So I begged him to have her in there. Now she chose something like another vocational, and I said that will not yield her money to help her house, her family. Can she do like entertainment aspect, like a bakery, buff, meat pie, something like that, that she can supply schools, and she agreed to do that. So I'm sponsoring her. When she finishes, and she's so happy now, when she finishes learning that trade, me that is sponsoring her, because sponsoring her means I'm paying money to that person to put her in there, in another person that has already learned the trade. When she finished 3-month training, then I'll bring money and help her buy equipment to set her up. Then another person will come to her and learn the trade. So the thing continues. It's a domino effect. And there's a one that you mentioned, Vice Chair. You mentioned there's another skill acquisition. You're sponsoring people.
The coding.
Yeah.
We sponsor, yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
sponsor
yeah.
15 people.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
will
as-
bring.
as
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah, you may want to mention it. So like that.
He said we don't have time, so that's
Yeah,
why
like
we're
that
doing
you're
it.
saving money. No, she's asking of cost.
Yeah.
Like that you're saving money. So there's turnover, like that. And it's a domino effect. And you train 2 people or 3 people in different kinds of skills, and they come back, you have turnover. You know.
Okay, and wrapping it up, in America, they use junior college. Do you have like polytechnics?
Yeah.
Like you in the law, Mecca, yeah, you can pass law, have schools for polytechnics that teaches electrical, plumber, carpenter. You can sponsor, say you want school that teaches that. Then you make your people good. That's what America does.
Yes.
They have junior college where you can go do that.
Right.
The other one I'm talking is Igbo way. But in America, they have school for technical skills. Everybody don't need to be wearing
White
coat and
collar
tie
job, yes.
and going and working in the university. Most of the job is people what you can do for yourself.
And they
Exactly.
make a lot of money.
Okay,
Yes.
like example, women have sewing. They know how to sew clothes. They teach another woman. So it's something you can organize. The plumbers you have now, the electricanos you have, the machineros. You know them. Tell them to take people, Lemon people, Africanos. Take 1 or 2 and train them. That's what we do.
That's
We teach them to train them for small fees. They can pay them. They pay them little money, so they don't have to feel that they are losing money.
And I can segue on what you're saying in this country. I don't see a good plumber that's black. I don't see a good electrician that's black.
Oh, wow.
I mean, they're not there.
That's
And
my
I'm looking
God.
at it and I said, geez.
That's not good.
I said, look,
That's the problem.
if I need to do something, I could be and I'm a good electrician. I could own the electric problem in the business in this country
Dominate that.
because you just provide good business, get good people to work with you, and you're training them as they go along.
And
We
there's
don't
some-
have any here.
Oh no.
Then the lawmakers, you should
La
sponsor.
educación está bien.
Yeah, that's why she's asking for
The
the cost.
lawmakers needs to set up polytechnic. Pass laws to have polytechnic school for skill acquisition.
And you
They
bring
don't-
teachers in.
They don't go black
Es que
people.
tenemos colegios politécnicos, pero el asunto es que nuestra población no está llegando, no puede llegar.
She said there are polytechnic schools, there are technical schools, but the African population
No one
is
has
not
to-
getting there.
Yeah.
But then they can
So,
pass law to put it like in
incentive.
Lemon.
They need
To put the
incentive
school
to
in
motivate them.
like in Lemon where you have a lot of black people.
So motivation is the key. People need,
Motivation.
it's not
They
there,
need
they're all there
incentive.
on their own.
Yeah.
They're all there on
Incentive.
their
They need
own.
incentive.
They need a
Well,
lot of
that's
Yeah.
The
Yes.
problem with our community is not really incentives.
Okay.
The government do everything with discrimination.
Well,
That's
we,
it.
well, we
I
incentivize
have my
our own.
no. My daughter worked for the well institution that do this, actually a polytechnic, and they give her a quota, and she cannot go over that quota.
Wow.
And last week she called me and she says, "Dad, I have this problem, and I need to put in these 5 black people, and they don't allow me." I said, "Do it and send me a copy."
Isn't that something?
So I will write the manager,
Yeah, yeah,
and he
yeah.
accepted.
You know,
But
That's
you know,
good.
we have to fight too hard, really.
Yeah,
to get,
to get
and what they
something
do, they take that same institution and carry Talamanca to the indigenous, and they don't even have people for that.
Hello.
Okay, that's it. That's the problem. It's not really that.
You know what happened with Northern?
But the African Americans in America, they discriminate against them, then they set up their own schools.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
Set up your own.
I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. We have to set up our
They
own.
didn't
That's
did
why I agree
the
with that.
other
I
If
agree
we
with
keep
that.
waiting for them, it will never
Eso
happen.
es lo que está pasando en Hong Kong,
So,
mi hija, mira,
I'm
la
gonna-
amenazaron de
I'm gonna-
votarla y todo.
I'm gonna ask you to
Es que tendríamos que
to-
tener nuestro propio centro.
I'm
Como
gonna ask you to
privado,
release us.
privado para los externos y público para los afros.
We're gonna have to do our own.
So
Now,
now when-
we're running behind time, we're gonna have to get on with Puerto Rico. And,
Okay, yeah,
thanks
and-
again,
and-
thanks,
and-
Rosalia.
Doña Rosalía need to go to the meeting, the Congress meeting.
Yeah, thanks again.
Muchas gracias. Vea, si podemos tener un centro de para nuestra población,
From the interior.
Yeah.
Okay.
sería excelente porque la educación pública lo saca fuera por notas.
Anyway, we need to do some joint venture